Hi guys, Adam and Daryl here from Welcome to Travel. We're here for episode 2 of Ask Travel. Now we've got a bit of a different format today. Firstly, we realised the first video was a bit long, so we're just going to go with just a bit, yeah. I think it's only just finished. So we're going to go with a new format where we're going to ask each other one main question each, and then we've got like a minute of quick fire round questions for each other. So it should be about 5 minutes, because if it's any longer we may actually sweat to death, because we're here in Thailand right now. It's pretty nice, as you can see, on the River Kwai here, a few hours out of Bangkok. So yeah, Daryl, give me a main question.
Alright, from Daniel Boucher.
Hi Daniel.
How do I get my second year membership, I think he means visa, for Australia?
Second year visa in Australia. So it's the thing everyone wants to know. You get 1 year working holiday visa if you're on, you get 1 year, working rights if you're on a working holiday visa or a work and holiday visa, but you've got the option to extend it. So if you're on a working holiday visa, you need to do 88 days rural work. So farm work, or just something falling from the tree there, farm work or construction work in a rural postcode. And then if you're on a work and holiday visa, you can do that, or you can do hospitality or tourism work in Northern Australia. So as long as it's above the Tropic of Capricorn, you can do that. So yeah, that's really good for all you guys from America on the work and holiday visa. Yeah, good question, Daniel.
Yeah, that was a good one. Oh god, it's hot. So hot.
Daryl,
yeah,
here we go. Where are some cities / countries you have visited / want to visit that are not in Australia? And number 2, maybe we'll go with just this one. Right. I'm an archaeologist who works in Greece normally, but I was wondering if there are any cool sites in Australia I should put on my bucket list. Thank you very much, Jesse Miller. I like the second part of that question. We'll go with that one.
Quickly, right. So cities, countries that we've visited, I'll just quickly do that. So like we've been to like Nepal, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Australia, obviously, New Zealand, Vanuatu, Brazil, Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Peru, North America, USA and Canada. Alright, quickly, I'm an archaeologist.
You didn't even practice that, that's amazing.
Okay, so with Australia, when I first came over, I was expecting there to be like no culture in Australia. Well, what there is the longest living continuous running culture. Is that the way you say it?
Longest continuous civilization.
Yeah, with the Aboriginals, the Indigenous in Australia. So what I would recommend if you're into archaeology is definitely going up to the Kakadu National Park in the Northern Territory. It's the largest national park in all of Australia. You've also got the Arnhem Land, which is right next to Kakadu National Park, which is still pretty much owned by the Aboriginals. If you're anywhere near Melbourne, go to the Grampians National Park. Stunningly beautiful. It wasn't built obviously, but it got structured that way 300 million years ago because of a crack in the fault line in a tectonic plate as well. But yeah, those are the major places I would go to if you're into archaeology.
I love a random question.
Yeah, that is. I thought I answered that quite well actually.
Thanks, modest as well, isn't it?
Right. Okay, we've got quick fire questions now.
1 minute. 1 minute of quick fire questions.
Right, we've got. Get the alarm on.
Timer. Stopwatch. Should have practiced this bit. Stopwatch. Right. 1 minute starts now.
Now. Okay, how long should you spend doing the East Coast, Adam?
How long you spend doing the East Coast? However long you've got and however much money you've got. I would probably say 4 weeks minimum, and yeah, apart from that, whatever you want. 6 weeks is great. Okay,
what is a good amount of time to spend in Australia?
Pretty much the same answer as the first one. As long as you're allowed to stay here, and depends on how much budget you've got. But if you're just here for travel and you want to see a lot, probably 4 months would be ideal. And if you want to work and travel, usually 2 years. Do whatever you can afford to do.
And we got 25 seconds. Any good recommendations if you start in Melbourne?
That's a great question, yeah. Any good recommendations if you start in Melbourne? Probably come hit us up and join us for 8 days of wonderfulness on the Welcome to Travel Melbourne 8-day trip.
Oh, you got another 8 seconds.
Oh yeah?
Fill the gap.
It'll be great.
That's it. Alright, good.
One thing you can't say is we're editing these and perfecting them and polishing them, can you? Like, these are real, alright? So,
it'll be great.
Daryl.
Alright, I didn't know how to reset it.
It's very hot, isn't it, and dark? Right, your 1 minute. starts now. Where are we going? Best public barbecues in Melbourne.
Best public barbecues in Melbourne. I would recommend going down to St Kilda. Great barbecues, but you've also got Albert Park where the Formula One Australian Grand Prix is held. Lovely barbecues.
Daryl, what is one thing you wish you knew about the backpacker life before you left home?
One thing which I knew, I wish I knew that you didn't have to wear, you know, those money belts around. Remember when I was wearing that money belt? Yeah, you don't need to wear them. Despite
Did you hear that, everyone? You don't need to wear them.
You don't need to wear them. I wore one for about 6 months.
He had it on this morning, actually. Daryl actually does need one because he left his phone here 4 hours ago, so maybe he should have one. How do I get my hair as luscious as Daryl's whilst backpacking? That is a fantastic question.
John Frieda Frizz is the answer.
That was English. So, do you want to say that again?
John Frieda Frizz or Schwarzkopf. One of the two. Yeah, I had a haircut recently actually.
Yeah, and how do I get my beard as long as Daryl's as well? That's how I've made that question up. Your minute is up.
My minute is up. That's good.
That's a good question. Now, what we're going to do, guys, is we're actually going to do these weekly. We're getting a lot of messages inbox to us and on the comments. But what we're now going to do is do these weekly, and you just put your questions in the comments below this video. Always like to do that. So every week we'll post this video and we'll ask questions from the comments on that video. So if you put a comment below, we'll answer that question on the next video. And every Sunday, 8 PM Australian Eastern Time, so that's Sydney, Melbourne, we'll be posting this video. Cool, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much for the questions.
Cheers.
Cheers.